For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
But sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Third down, here's Patterson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on it quickly once more. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wentz on the move to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
That's going to be a long day. Hey, check my... 2-0. Rip. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go. Let's 5-3.
Throwing now is Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Lefty.
On first down, right back to Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit.
That's 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Great.
Once more, Gibson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
Cordarrelle Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordarrelle Patterson. 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip that ball. Hey, check Mike.
To throw, it's Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone tried to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a play fake. Wentz completes it to Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We got 4. We got 4. 57.
On play action, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the air.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got him. 36, 36.
Yellow.
Check. Check. 48's the mark.
They'll set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Shit. Whip. Watch the whip.
Nice move.
Press down. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Pulls it in at the 13, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here we go. Blue 80. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
3-3. Check 82. Shut.
On play action, Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check.
Black.
You got motion, man. You.
5'9".
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Wentz. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
55. Check 55. Mike. You can't hang.
Watch out now. 50
Now Patterson to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Ready, go.
Toss left side, Patterson. And he's got Rome. And all the way to the opposite 45. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Steps away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
You gonna see me and your nightmare. Kill. Swing back.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Check Mike 27.
On 2nd and 10. Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darren Hall. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 72 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 187 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Patterson. And he'll take this down to the 33.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
50, green. 55. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. I got you.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go. Field flat. Let's go.
Back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 26 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now Wentz. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Great finish done.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 38 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Darren Hall. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 17. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. You're not ready. For Tokyo.
Now Wentz again. This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Tackle made by Chase Young. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, 227 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
46 down, man, 5-4. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Ready. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Blue, 32.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Clock, 10.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Patterson running between the tackles
to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
2nd and 7.
Yellow, 22. Watch twitch. Ready,
they'll give it to Patterson.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Ready.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
17. Ready.
Here's a give to Patterson.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Here's Patterson again.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here we go. Red, 38.
A handoff for Patterson.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Running left, here's Patterson.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 31. Youngway Koo to kick off point level.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One final try now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.